We tend to imagine Earth as a library, a place where the past is carefully stored, where history piles up neatly, layer by layer, waiting to be read. But that picture is wrong. Earth is not an archive, it is an editor, a relentless one. Tonight, we're going to explore a simple but unsettling idea that our planet is extraordinarily good at erasing what once lived on it. So good, in fact, that even an advanced civilization could rise and vanish, leaving almost nothing behind.
When we imagine ancient civilizations, we picture ruins, stone cities half swallowed by jungle, broken monuments enduring for millennia. But those images are misleading. They represent survival against the odds, because time, on a planetary scale, is not gentle. Wind grinds mountains into dust. Rivers dismantle continents grain by grain. Ice scrapes the land bare, and gravity pulls everything, eventually, back into the sea. Nothing on Earth is meant to last. Beneath your feet, the ground itself is moving. Earth's crust is broken into massive plates, drifting slowly across the mantle. Where they collide, land crumples into mountains. Where they separate, molten rock rises and hardens. And where one plate slides beneath another, the surface is destroyed. This process is called subduction, and it means entire sections of Earth's crust are regularly dragged down, heated, compressed, and recycled back into the planet's interior. Any cities, roads, or machines built there are not buried. They are erased. Here's a strange fact. Nearly all of Earth's ocean floor is younger than 200 million years. That sounds ancient until you remember the planet is 4.5 billion years old, which means most of Earth's surface history is simply gone. If a civilization had existed before that time, especially near the coasts, where intelligent life would likely thrive, its remains would now be molten rock, not hidden, gone. We often talk about the fossil record as if it's a comprehensive history of life. It isn't. Fossilization is incredibly rare. Most organisms decay, are eaten, or dissolve long before they can leave a trace. For something to fossilize, it needs very specific conditions: rapid burial, low oxygen, and chemical stability. Even then, time usually wins. Less than 1% of all species that ever lived are represented in the fossil record. The rest, entire branches of life, are invisible to us. Now, consider this. Steel rusts. Concrete cracks. Plastics break down. Glass shatters and erodes. Given enough time, the physical signature of an industrial civilization collapses into dust and sediment. After a few million years, what remains wouldn't look like cities or machines. It would look like slightly unusual rocks. A thin chemical fingerprint, easy to miss, easy to misinterpret. Imagine humans vanished tomorrow. No war, no catastrophe, just gone. In 10,000 years, our cities would be forests. In 100,000, concrete would crumble. In 1,000,000, satellites would decay from orbit. In 10 million, there would be almost no visible sign we were ever here. Not because we were insignificant, but because Earth is efficient. In science, this idea has a name: the Silurian Hypothesis. It doesn't claim ancient civilizations existed. It asks whether we would even know if one had. Could a technological species arise, use energy, alter its environment, and still vanish into geological silence? The unsettling answer is yes. We like to think of ourselves as permanent, as a turning point in Earth's story. But from the planet's perspective, we are brief. Earth doesn't remember civilizations. It remembers mountains, oceans, climate scars. If intelligence has appeared before, it may not have failed. It may simply have been erased. And someday, so will we.